The last couple of weeks have been packed with adventure. Where exactly should I begin? Welcome to the Crusier Racer channel. I'm Rebel Lion of the Electron Rebels Bike Club, and this is Bike Talk. Bike Talk is a personal vlog with electric bike enthusiasts. Here we share with you news about the e-bike industry and new technologies. We also feature electric cruiser and cafe racer brands. And we specifically highlight custom and DIY electric bikes. If this channel appeals to you, and you like what we like too, please click like and subscribe. Now let's get to the show. What's happening, guys? I sit here today inside the lab in my PJs, just enjoying time off. So I haven't been posting in about 3 weeks. I haven't posted a video since earlier this November, and a few reasons, and things just kind of have to change. So let's get into that. Rad City is a Seattle-based electric bike company, and their presence is all over the Pacific Northwest. This is the most common e-bike we see in the shop, and I've worked on a few of them as well. Seeing this upgraded Rad City Plus model up close really made me think about the possibilities. This is a decent looking city bike with a handful of cool features. Front and rear LED lights, a sturdy rear rack, disc brakes, suspension fork, and an LCD display. The pedal assist is Intel 5 level, and there's also a throttle. And the LCD display shows the speed, odometer, PAS level, the watt meter, to name a few. And there's more. The Rad City Plus has microshift thumb shifters, compatible with mostly all things Shimano, as the derailleur is a 7-speed Shimano Altus. And these very well made grips are durable imitation leather. I'm showing this cluster of cables for a specific reason only: the disconnection sockets. All e-bikes and conversion kits should be built with electric components wired this way. Here's a good look at the front LED lamp, and also a look at the tires. Rad City designed custom 27.5 inch by 2.0 inch tires with puncture resistant liner. The rims are a black double wall aluminum alloy covered by a front fender. Let me get you a good look at the brakes. The Rad City Plus has hydraulic disc brakes, 180mm front and rear. I am a fan of the adjustable quill steering. The semi-integrated in-frame battery carries 48 volts by 14 amp hours of lithium power, rated for 800 charge cycles. The controller sits sleekly behind the seat tube in front of the fender. It proves that smaller can be as, if not more efficient. The rear rack is solid and has a great design. The rear light attaches to the rear rack and is wired to the controller. Now, the description boasts the motor size to be 750 watt brushless geared hub, but also says that the ground watt is under 750 watts to stay compliant. This is misleading. The chain drive was pretty straightforward, and the LED lights look really bright and powerful. The pedals are wide, and the kickstand is beefy. The Rad City really got me thinking about my brand and why I'm on the current path that I am. And that's when I knew that I needed to take a break, if anything, to reevaluate my current position in this journey. I know that I can build much better e-bikes than I currently do, but I also know in order to get to that level of craftsmanship that I must get more serious about the journey ahead. My birthday was in mid-November, and the holidays are just around the corner. And with less than 2 months left until the new year, I decided to take the holidays off, or just take some time off to retreat and plan for 2022. That's where Las Vegas came back into play. The year is nearly over, and I've already been to Las Vegas 3 times this year, which is a huge shock to me because this is not normally a city that I care to visit in the past, but when you got family there, it's much more pleasant. I left Seattle at 9:30 a.m. and as you can see, it was raining when I left and it was raining when I returned, but Nevada was all sunshine. During the flight, I thought intently about my positioning. And one of the key factors that makes Rad Power Bikes such a huge success in the Pacific Northwest is that it's based in Seattle. Rad Power was founded in a city that had little to no mainstream e-bike presence before the company made way. I often wonder if changing my location would help me mentally, financially, productively, while building out Crusier Racer. And a new, untapped city might be a great way to get started, and Las Vegas could potentially be that city. For some, the sight of being this far above ground is frightening, but this is how I clear my mind. And if thousands of miles above sea level can't clear my mind, then something is wrong internally. It's when I'm far above the clouds when I'm reminded of how big our world is and how such little energy can cause major disruptions that change our everyday lives. Indeed, humans are small matter on this earth, but our capabilities shape this world in either negative or positive ways. My entire mission is to be on the side of those that help to change the way we cooperate with our planet, because Key is beautiful and she should stay that way. I never get tired of viewing her from above, and I want to be in a position to where I can view her from space before my time expires. Each time that I return to this city, I feel this pool of opportunity that you can only find in a 24-hour city. No matter the time of year or time of day, this place is always awake. Hey, you! Oh, me? Yes, you! Do you enjoy the content on this channel? Would you like to help us grow? Well, finger the like button and subscribe to this channel. The YouTube algorithm likes to reward these types of behaviors, so don't hold back. Thanks for your support. Now, back to the show. What's up, guys? So if you haven't guessed by now, I'm back in Las Vegas. It is my birthday week, and I'm making up for what happened last year during the pandemic. Last year was definitely a landmark year for me as far as increasing in age, and I didn't get a chance to really celebrate it the way I wanted to. So I'm back in Las Vegas with my friends. We're getting ready to have some dinner at a really cool restaurant, and I'm really looking forward to this time. Now, this time is definitely a shorter trip than I would normally like to spend on a vacation. I'm only here for the weekend, unfortunately, but all the same, it should be just as action-packed. I just spent the lighter part of the afternoon out by the pool, just hanging out, enjoying some good spirits and some good weather. And tomorrow, I'm going to be having some people around for a Sunday afternoon kind of pool party. So it's going to be live, and I'm looking forward to every bit of it. But tonight, this dinner is what's on the menu, and it's going to be good just as well. There's been a lot of changes since the last time I was here. The last time I was here, Atlas and Kitty had just moved in. That was back in August, and Kitty has been busy getting the house set up. It looks great. Shirt and tie, crescent moon, fancy restaurant, cocktail menu. Great ambiance in here. Golden Steer was an awesome restaurant, very good. I enjoyed the food. I had the Dungeness crab platter, I believe it was, yes. And it was delicious. I would definitely go again when I visit. I would definitely go again. That place has been in business for over 60 years in Las Vegas, and if you think about it, it has served millions of people from all around the world. You know, that's longevity. That's a place that obviously knows exactly what they're doing in this business, because they continue to stick around even through this pandemic and this downturn that people are seeing in the economy. Businesses are failing, but that place is still there. And we all know how many times Vegas has turned hands. I mean, Vegas has flipped more times than, it's been flipped more times than the average home. And yeah, it's still there. Golden Steer is definitely, I would recommend it. 5 stars from me. Great service. They know how to treat people. great drinks, good place. But that was only one of the highlights of the weekend. The highlight for the next day was the pool party, and that was dope as well. So, before I left Washington, I received a camera, an action cam that I ordered. An action cam that I ordered for myself for my birthday. I treated myself. It was time to upgrade on this camera game, and yeah, got myself an action cam, and it worked out really well, and was able to break it out for the pool party, and you will see the shots that I got with this. I like the cam so far. It's treating me very well. It's this little here action cam. It's got a touch screen and a couple other different features. Got a case for underwater. I love it. It's pretty dope. I like it. I think it's gonna help up the game on the content creating. But anyways, let's get back to Vegas. Alright guys, this is the first official use of the action cam. My first initial thoughts are it's not too bad. Okay, tape's off. Let's see what this baby's made of. Feels good. Now, for the test I've been ultimately waiting for. Oh, I like that. There goes your mom cleaning the pool. With every visit, I meet more natives and locals, and I also become more aware of what this desert city has to offer. The pool party was terrific. My friends really make me feel valued when I come to visit. I'm very lucky to have the friends that I do. I only have so many, and I value every last one of them. It's support systems such as these that help to make the journey much easier. I guess it's pretty obvious what I like to do when I'm in Vegas. Yeah, I like to eat real well. I like to hang out with my people. I like to be in the pool. Yeah, that's what I like to do. And partying for me ain't necessarily what others may think partying or do for partying. Partying for me is exactly that. Like, I'm an older gentleman. I like cocktails, good music, and conversation with friends. That's partying for me. I take it like that. Yours may be different, but that works for me. The best takeaway from this trip for me, and for you hopefully as well, is take care of yourself. You gotta have that time to rejuvenate, no matter where you are. If you work all the time, take some time off. If you live in a place that has harsher winters and it causes you to be a bit off balance, go to some place warmer for a little while. But take care of yourself. Rejuvenate. Retreat. Treat yourself. It's important for your mental health. That's my tip. I got back from Las Vegas so beyond refreshed. It was good to get away for the weekend. And when I got back to the shop that week, well, I found a project that gave me nostalgia. Now, when I show you this bike that I'm restoring, you guys will understand exactly why I had to fix this bike. My creative side and everything in me told me that I needed to fix this bike. I needed to restore it. I was flooded with just reminders as to what the mission really is for Cruiser Racer. And it's to get more butts on bikes and out of automobiles. This bike in particular is an inspiration to me. It is why I fall in love with specific types of motorcycles or specific eras of bikes. Yeah. This is a beautiful, beautiful bike to restore, and I am honored that it came my way. The Schwinn Stingray, Scorpion, and Swinger were to me as a child what Harley Davidson choppers are to the 1% motorcycle clubs. These bikes are iconic, and I built e-bikes based off of these models, just as I do cruisers, choppers, and naked motorcycles. These bicycles are truly my inspiration. All right, here we go. So, I am working on this Swinger one, and this is a bad blast from the past. This bike brings up extreme nostalgia. I remember having something like this to play with as a kid. I never owned one, but I always wanted to. So this is gonna be fun. But this bike right here is giving me a straight challenge off the bat. First it was taking this wheel off. The axle on the wheel ran out of threads at one point, and whoever had it before, Jimmy rigged it, decided to put a hole through the axle and then cotter it with a pin to keep the bolts on, and yeah, I wind up having to saw off that side in order to get this working right, or to get it off. I'm gonna have to replace this whole axle. It is seized. It's no good. So that's that. Second issue I had was taking the seat off. As you can see here. I'll tell you, old bolts, old nuts, and everything was just stuck. So I gave it a lot of WD-40. Got it to come off. I couldn't pop this part off because, as you can see, the top of this is all distorted. I'm just gonna have to shave it down to make sure that it can be changed. But I'm loving this challenge. This is gonna be a great build. Stay tuned. All right, what's up, guys? What's up? So today is an off day. No one's at the shop. It's just me. I decided to go ahead and get to working on this masterpiece back here. So yes, this is the bike that I had started a few days ago, and I plan on getting this thing restored. This is a classic bike, something from another time, and it is quite a beauty. We have this one here, and then we have this yellow one here as well. Now this one was built by a co-worker. He and I were having a little one-off competition to see who could build the nicer bike. So that's his bike. He's got some fat or wide 20-inch 20 by 2.15 wheels, which is not standard for these bikes in this time. But he was going a little different with it. I like it. It's nice. However, you can't use these fenders with it, which is what made these bikes so classic. But nevertheless, it is a beautiful bike. and definitely takes you back. Anyhow, I'm going to get started on this one. What I have to do now, I've already taken the bottom bracket apart, got it cleaned up. Here are the parts for that. This is my whole bottom bracket here in this bucket. And I'm going to head finish polishing up, got the bearings cleaned and all that. And need to take off this headset or this handlebar and make sure that the head tube is clean and the stem is good and the bearings are also as good. So I'm gonna get on that. The entire build took over 2 weeks and the footage is well over an hour long. I'm planning to put together a separate video for the entire build, but that is a little further in the future. But this is the Swinger, fully restored. I'm a lion, and the show is where I roam. I'm a lion, trying to feed the algorithm. Help a lion, feed my e-bike addiction. Just like and subscribe so I can build more bikes, and I will document it all for you. Thank you. You're so kind. One of my goals this year was to ride with more cyclists within groups. And because of my current position, now I have an opportunity to ride with this great group of people. We're heading down to Swan Creek, and I've ridden Swan Creek 3 other times before. This will be my 4th time, but I'm still not very good at Swan Creek. But these people here, some of them seem very much more experienced than me. I'm currently trailing behind everyone, and this is not uncommon for the entire ride. I trail behind every last one of these people because I'm not very good at mountain biking. But the experience and doing it in a group, it's really fun. Now this is a different point of entry to Swan Creek. I've never been this way before. And also there's some updates to Swan Creek. There's actually more trails and an additional picnic area that was not there the last time I visited. It's been about a year though since I've been to Swan Creek. Well, not really a year, but it definitely feels like it. So right now, I'm experimenting with the new action cam, and this is completely different because it's such a small camera. You would think that it'd be a little easier to work with, but it doesn't seem that I can get this mount right. Right now I have my helmet on, my motorcycle helmet. It's completely enclosed and it definitely was not the best fit for this mountain bike ride. However, it was the only mount or the only helmet that I had to work with for such a ride. However, next time we do this, I'll be much better prepared, and I will be just using my chest mount to do this. Anyhow, right now we're heading to the pump track. We're going to go ahead and get a few laps in at the pump track, which is usually for kids or for people to just get started. And we're going to do a few laps on this and then head out into Swan Creek and hit some more of these trails. But this is a really nice little trail on the way to the pump track. This park is sweet, and the people who are putting in the time to organize and build these trails are doing a fantastic job. Here at the pump track, I had to go ahead and let everybody go ahead of me. I really need to see who I was riding with. So now that everyone's had at least 2 laps around the track, I'm gonna go ahead and get mine in. I didn't time that descent very well. Now I have no speed going around the berms. I'm like driving this Daisy out here. Oh, look at this show off. I'm not gonna lie. This guy is a very good rider. That's my buddy Alvaro. I used to be young and fearless too. Unfortunately, the pump track was the best footage that I got. All the other footage was not good enough. Here we are at the end of the ride, and the last challenge was to go over the seesaw. Today's sponsor is Crusier Racer. Crusier Racer is more than just a channel on YouTube. It is an entire platform based on electric bike building and enthusiasm. The first way you can help support this channel is by liking this video and subscribing. And if you'd like to go a little further, check out our store on Teesprings. In the store, you'll find authentic eye-popping designs from the Cruiser Racer and Electron Rebels line. This is a great way to support this channel and help us grow. So head on over to the store and check out our designs today. Now back to the show. When I started this channel last December, I had no idea where the path would lead. Allow me to clarify the purpose of this channel once again. The Cruiser Racer channel is a personal vlog of an electric bike enthusiast on a mission to build an electric bicycle brand. The brand is in the early stages of development at the moment, and I am in the process of becoming a master at the bicycle mechanic trade because major projects happen in phases. Each year, I spend a few weeks before the new year planning for the coming year with intention on accomplishing new or current goals. My goals for 2021 were to 1. Expand my bike mechanics knowledge and skills. 2. Experience riding in a group setting with others, meeting more cyclists. 3. Begin building the Crusier Racer brand through social media platforms and decide on 3 electric bike models. 4. Get my hands on more bikes to gain more industry experience. And 5. Travel more. I'm happy to say that 2021 was an extremely progressive year, and I couldn't be more happy with the accomplishments made. Moving forward, in 2022, I'll be slowing down production and only posting 2 to 4 videos per month. I'd rather produce a quality of content instead of a quantity of content. I'm in the process of planning the next phase of this brand, also the next direction of this channel, and I look forward to continue sharing the journey in 2022. This is going to be the last video that I post for the year, and I do hope that you've enjoyed watching things as they developed. To my subscribers, thank you so much for choosing this channel. This channel was designed with you, the DIY builder, in mind. This channel is a living documentary presenting the making of an electric bike brand. And there's still so much more to cover and so many more electric bike brands to explore. So stay tuned. I hope to see you in 2022. Thank you for being a part of the journey. Have a happy holiday and a fantastic new year. And as always, stay safe